to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Nba, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Dylan Brooks.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Favors, and it's Melton in at the 2. And for the Lakers, Davis is out there with Harrell. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's LeBron James. And it's Dort in at the 2-guard spot. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Here's Melton. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Favors with a screen on Kuzma. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Favors very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
James looking it over. They get a hand on it. Here's Melton, covered by LeBron. Yep, it counts.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Stolen by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jones. Back to Brooks. A slam dunk by Favors.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot.
Oh, what a play! Woo!
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel, James. Is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Melton passes to Brooks, and he makes that one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
LeBron, left side. He kicks it to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
LeBron passes to Dort for 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible, and he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Here's the pass to Kuzma. Back to James. And he drives in. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Grizzlies have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Brooks outside. Pass to Melton. Clock at 6. And again, Memphis no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Passes it to Harrell. Here's Melton. 11 points last game. And stolen by James. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And Torch gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Grizzlies trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16, run through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
The Lakers on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Outside for Thomas. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Melton feeling it out a bit. Here's Brooks. And the rebound goes to Howard. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against Charlotte. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
55 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the drive. Melton passes to Markkanen. The shot off that time. Excellent D from Howard. Thomas finds Caldwell Pope. Here's Caruso. Howard in the post. He's guarded by Markkanen. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Brooks against Caldwell Pope. Brooks outside. Driving the lane. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that sequence was all about the screen in my mind, worked off of it to get a perfectly clean look there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That one misses for Brooks.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Caruso. Back to Caldwell Pope. And And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers ahead, up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Lakers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies, we've got Brandon Clark. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Jones. And it's Tillman in at the 4-man position. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, G.A., he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Here's Thomas. Harrell the pass to Dort. Driving to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game, and he makes the first. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clark, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 9-point game. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Memphis moving it around. Valanciunas with a screen on Kuzma. Jackson. And the rejection by Harrell. 4 on the clock. Here's Jones. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. LeBron dishes to Davis. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Brooks checked in. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or Katie in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel guilty. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Out to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Floats one up. A rebound by the Lakers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Jones. Now here's Brooks to stop the drought. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that game against the Jazz, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
While we have the chance, a look at our 2K leaderboard and the top shooting small forwards at the free throw line during the last month. Well, you look at Brooks, one of the league's best, third in free throw percentage.
And knowing what I do about the guys on that list, I can tell you they put a lot of long hours in the gym to get those percentages to where they are.
Well, you can't get those numbers without the work. They've posted impressive numbers, and all of them are naturally gifted shooters, but you have to add to natural ability the work required to bring it to fruition.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jones, the pass to Favors. The pass to Brooks to end the drought. But they'll get another chance. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Rivers surveying the D. Howard kicks to Rivers. And there's the drive. The shot's good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Markkanen, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Los Angeles shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And it's Brooks in the corner. Launches a three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Brooks has got 9.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Kuzma against Jones. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got his first basket of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
The offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling Favors.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Lakers leading by 11. Here he goes. Rivers passes to Howard. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Back to Howard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, I think you just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That Howard's pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that free throw percentage of theirs has gone down since last season. As a matter of fact, significantly down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is checked in for Morris. Alex Caruso comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Austin Rivers.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contribution.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brooks outside. Pass to Markkanen. From the arc. They get it back. Favors. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Favors has got 7 points.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Markkanen. Now here's Brooks. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Caruso, no good. And here is Brooks. From deep. And so we conclude the first half. Lakers lead by 11. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. They were on a mission once we got to the second quarter. Their lead is now 11, and they've got to feel that momentum is on their side. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
You have to love how they're using their heads tonight. Good ball movement, smart shots. Look, it's been a disciplined performance. The coaching staff has to be thrilled.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Lakers leading by 11. Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Harold, and it's LeBron James, and it's Dort in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Tries the spin move. Brooks outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Jackson in the corner. Fires the 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
And Dort gets it to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And stolen by Harold. LeBron James on the wing. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Favors got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brooks the best of Favors. Banked in off the glass. Favors got 9 points.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Kuzma outside. A 3-ball. The shot missing, and it's Memphis the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Brooks outside. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on. D.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Harrell. Morris comes in for Davis. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Kyle Kuzma. Here's Jackson. Pass to Melton. Outside, Jones busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Here's LeBron.
Oh, man. That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. The Lakers have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. Here's Melton. Into the lane, and it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Knocked away. Here's Clark. That one goes in. Clark's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. It seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
The Grizzlies trailed by 9. And the pass to Jackson. From outside the arc, Dort grabs the miss. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. James finds Caldwell Pope. Back to James. And it's Memphis on the break. Releases. That one a little long.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
There's the dish to Howard. Back to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Howard. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Jones with it. And it's Howard picking him up. Pass to Melton. Jackson kicks to Jones. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
And James throws it down hard.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket. Finish is going to be something in a poster.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Both teams making substitutions here. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. The Lakers, number one.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Passes it to Melton. 1:24 left in the third. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
You know, with that combination of strength and length, Davis can easily overwhelm defenders and get himself to the foul line.
And the second free throw, good. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Outside, Jones. Outside, Markkanen. Offensive rebound, and Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
Fades back. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Outside, Jones. Here's Clark, and the layup's good off the glass. Clark's got his second bucket.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Outside, Jones. Markkanen. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Los Angeles on top, leading by 9. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So on the 4 for Memphis. Brooks is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Favors. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Valanciunas has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Memphis. It's Rivers on the wing. Brooks covering. Rivers kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Caruso, defended by Jones. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Jackson, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Rivers finds Caldwell Pope. Now Morris. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Brooks. Jones, no one around him. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. 5 to shoot. Brooks misses.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Caldwell Pope passes to Caruso. The pass to Davis. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Morris comes over to help. Favors inside. He's guarded by Rivers. And contact on the shot. So he'll be shooting free throws here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've also done a lot of good work in the post tonight. That's certainly been an advantage as well.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Elton's checked in. LeBron outside. Dort passes to James. And here's Kuzma. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Kuzma.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Pass to Melton. Now Favors. Brooks outside. Pass to Melton. The tray. And again, Memphis no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. Kuzma outside. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Jones against James. Takes it inside.
You cannot give James these types of opportunities. That guy is relentless.
Here's Jones. Brooks outside. This one for 3. Memphis the rebound.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Yeah, a coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's James. Here's Howard. Dishes it to Davis. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brooks outside. Looking to end his cold spell. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's James going inside, and James throws it down hard.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis' head coach had some words for the team during the break. He said, we're getting some looks on the 3, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. We told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
The Grizzlies trail by 8.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Here's Melton. It's Brooks on the wing. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Brooks, left side.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
The Grizzlies shooting a paltry 33% in the 4th. Not a good showing for this offense. Brooks against Kuzma. Lakers leading by 8. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're in front by 8. 1:46 left in the game. Platoon swap here for the Lakers. Thomas surveying the D. Rivers in the corner. Outside for Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Brooks. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Pass to Melton. 1:12 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Over Rivers. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Thomas goes in. The layup off target. Grizzlies shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Brooks outside. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Lakers. Rivers with it. Kicks it to Robinson. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Lakers lead by 11.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Now the pass to Rivers. There's Thomas at the 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, a great team victory. What was most satisfying to you about the win tonight?
We just played hard. We just played for each other. The ball was moving, wasn't sticking. And, guys made the right plays. And that's what we've been doing all night, all season. And I'm just glad we came out with the win.
Well, it was a great win, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.